I cannot believe I am saying this, but it is time to start planning for 2025 together. This year, honestly, has probably been the fastest year of my entire life, and I will be doing a separate video where we chat all about 2024, dive into how I did with my 2024 goals. I don't even want to get into that here, and setting new goals for 2025. So that video will be coming in a couple weeks. If you are interested in that, be sure to subscribe. This video is all about setting myself up for success as I start to plan for 2025, kind of redoing some of the systems that I have in place, and yeah, just setting a few things up and going over a few things with y'all, which I am so excited about. So if you're new here, hello, my name is Molly, and if you're back, welcome back. I'm so happy to see you. I'm just so happy y'all are here. I am such a paper goods, planning, digital planning, physical planning, I nerd out about all of that stuff. So I've been looking forward to making this video for such a long time because I really have some fun things that I'm going to be setting up with y'all. But yeah, I do a lot of different types of content here on YouTube. I'm a running influencer over on Instagram, so I definitely talk a lot about running over here, and especially towards the beginning of 2025, it'll be a lot of running just because I have my first 100-mile race coming up. So I've been doing a lot of training vlogs for that, but outside of running, I really have a lot of other hobbies like reading, going to new restaurants, coffee shops. I love Disney and all things about the Disney fandom I am so here for. And yeah, I think 2025 is just going to be a really exciting year, hopefully a year with a lot of really exciting and pivotal changes. I feel like I'm saying exciting so much, but I always just feel that new energy and magic that comes with the start of a new year. And I know we still have a month to go until the new year starts, but that's why I'm just going to go ahead and start prepping for it so that when January 1st, 2025 comes around, I will be in the best shape possible to kick the year off with a great start. So for this video, like I said, I'm going to be just setting a few things up with y'all. I've been using Notion for my goals for the past 2 years, and I'm definitely going to be using it again. I'll kind of break down my system and how I use everything, but basically Notion is just my life hub. It is my second brain. It's where I keep all of my goals and see if I'm on track. So I will be setting up my Notion page with you all. I'm also going to be setting up my 2025 budget. I've also been using the same kind of budget template that I just got on Etsy a couple years ago. I've been using it for the past 2 years. So I don't know if I'm going to break down every single number just because, our apartment lease will be up in March, so there's just certain numbers and stuff that I won't 100% know, but I want to go in and just kind of make sure I have the right categories. I'm sure there's an easier way to do it, but I haven't really found the right way to just duplicate the page and start the budget over. So basically I just copy and paste everything from the past year and delete it. So I know I'm making it way more complicated, but basically I just want to go in and make sure all the categories are right so that I don't have to do that come January 1st. I just want to have it ready to go. And then potentially the most exciting, I'm going to be walking y'all through my planner and journal setup for next year. I've got some new things in the mix that I just can't wait about. Like I said earlier, I'm just a huge paper goods, stationery, stickers, pens nerd. I literally freak out about all of that stuff, and I actually just paid a visit to my favorite shop here in Austin. It's a stationery shop, and they have a lot of really amazing goodies from Japan, which if you're new here, I went to Japan earlier this year and literally had the time of my life. It is such an incredible country, and I also got a lot of paper goods stuff there. So it's just really fun to see a lot of those similar items here in Austin as well. I think it'll be really fun to start with the planner and journal situation that I have. So I am going to run through the system that I will be using for 2025, and then we can also set one of them up. I literally cannot wait. So first things first, I am an old-fashioned pen and paper gal, if you haven't already gotten that gist. As much as I have tried to do digital planning and just take everything digitally, I can't. My brain, I really enjoy the process of writing things down, and honestly, mentally, it just works a lot better for me to just get it out from my brain onto paper. So this is a planner that I'm going to be using in 2025, and it actually started in November. So I have been using it from Mochi things, and I really like the simplicity of it. I really like the color, and basically I will just have, this is just this week, but I just have, my meetings and coffee dates, my runs up here, and then I have my to-dos down here, and then I'm still kind of figuring out what to do over here, kind of using it as a brainstorming placeholder. But yeah, I've really liked it so far, but same thing, have just kind of realized that I need a place to write down my daily to-dos, which is why I'm really excited. I got the Hobonichi Cousin A5. It has been all over, literally all over my TikTok feed, and I finally was convinced. I really didn't think I was going to get another one, but just seeing how someone else like specifically laid it out, I was like, you know what? That actually might be so great for me. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of open this up together and set it up, and I can tell y'all what exactly I am thinking for it. I've literally been waiting until this video with y'all to open it up, so I can't wait. It really is just like a combination of all the other journals that they have, and it's all in one, and I want to be better about just logging my memories and journaling more next year. So really, this is perfect. I'm so excited. Okay, so the first section in the Hobonichi Cousin A5 size is this monthly spread, and it has them for every single month. And what I've seen a few people doing online is actually using this as a photo a day spot, which I know that will be tedious, but my goal is to use this as a photo a day, since I just never tend to flip back to a monthly overview. We've got a monthly calendar on our fridge. I've got it in my planner, and I honestly just don't ever use that. And so I've loved seeing people use this as a photo a day, and it's just another way to kind of log your memories, which is something I really want to work on. Then the next section is this kind of weekly spread with the 24-hour count. So I do really like this. This is the one section that I am just not sure how I'm going to end up using it. I might use it to log my training. I might use it to, if I decide that I want to be a lot more intentional with like my protein intake next year, I might use it just to log my protein. I've never really been someone that plans out like the hours of my day and how I'm working. Obviously, if I get to a point where that would be helpful with freelance clients, then I would, but I just don't really see myself using it in the traditional way that maybe they've designed it to. So I think it'll be fun just to kind of play around and see what works. And I feel like with journals, it's important just to give yourself the flexibility of trying something new. And the next one I'm so excited about is these daily pages. So this is where I plan on writing my daily to-do list over in this corner, and then journaling on this side. I've seen a couple other people, and y'all know me, I love stickers, I love washi tape, I love fun colors. And so a lot of people, you know, make sure like draw the line right here. Yeah, then they map out everything here and kind of just like journal however they want. So whether it's like doing big doodles, whether it's an actual question in a prompt, just writing out my like thoughts for the day, I feel like I really can make it my own. But I'm really excited about this, honestly. Like I said, I've watched so many videos, and I just feel like this is like the best system for me. I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to enjoy the two planner situation, but I honestly do really need a place where I can just like write out all of the big to-dos for the week. And so that's why I really like the purple one that I have. But yeah, I think this is just going to work so well for me. So obviously that's what like a chunk of this planner is the daily pages. And of course I got a few fun little things that I can use just to dress this planner up and kind of make it my own. So I've also been waiting to open this up with you guys. So I have an order from the Coffee Monster Co., which honestly, Helen, the creator of this company, her TikTok, it has been just like so inspirational for me to see how she uses her Hobonichi. And obviously she used it a ton if she went and created like a separate sticker company to help. I wish I had ordered more stickers from her, because the more I see her do it, I'm like, yeah, I feel like I want to do that too. Like, yep, there are a lot of things that I might need to go back and order some stickers. But one of the things that I loved the most was she had these little tabs that she put on the planner, which makes it just like a lot easier to get to the section that you're trying to go to. So it's every single month, but then she also has like a tab for monthly. She's got a tab for yearly, weekly, and daily. This is the first little accessory that I have. So let's get this all ready. Adding all of the little tabs. I don't know if you can see that, but could I have done a better job? Yes, 100%. It is a little uneven, but honestly, it gets the job done, and I'm not mad about it. Not enough to redo it. She did say, she's mentioned in several videos, if you mess up, you can just redo it, and I'm not gonna do that. It's great. It's perfectly imperfect. And then the only other stickers that I got were these cute little monthly stickers. So I think I'm actually gonna go in and go ahead and put them down at the start of each month before the daily pages. You have this big blank sheet right here, which I think will be really good just to honestly probably write out my like monthly goals there. Let's see here. Okay, cute. I just covered up what was already there and added that. I love it. It is all about the little things, but yeah, I will definitely be doing like monthly resets, monthly goals, and all of that all throughout 2025. So definitely subscribe if that is content you are interested in. Kind of did it off and on this year and definitely fell off after October, mostly just because this is such a crazy time of year. Oh, that one is definitely off by a page. That's okay. But it's just such a crazy time of year. I honestly didn't really have time to set any goals for these last few months. I'm like, I am just really trying to survive. So no goals for me for the last 2 months of the year, but I am really excited just because I have already started thinking about my goals for 2025, and I feel like it's just going to be a really big year. I know I've said that, but yeah, I'm really excited about all the potential that 2025 has, and definitely really just want to stay on track with the goals that I plan on setting. So yeah, I feel like having a planner like this where there's a space at the front where I can just write it out and see it daily. How could I not accomplish my goals? All right, I finished putting those stickers in. I'm so excited about this. Y'all are definitely going to be seeing this journal quite a lot, journal, planner, whatever you want to call it. Y'all are definitely going to be seeing this quite a lot next year. And then the last thing that I got is just a little cover. I don't necessarily care about like keeping it super clean or anything like that, but I was just looking around at other planners that are little covers that they have out there, and I found a really cool one. So I was like, yeah, I feel like I need that. And it's made by Paper Bound Creations. I'm trying to remember what I paid for. I think it ended up being like $28, says right here, $28. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. I'm so excited, and I ended up going for one that had the little string across, but oh my gosh, I can't wait. There we go. Oh, stop. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. Is that not so amazing? Maybe there won't even be like room like for stickers. I feel like right here, there, yeah, you can kind of tell. You can definitely still see like the Hobonichi and everything. You guys, I'm so excited about this. Okay, I'm ready for 2025. I'm ready. This is about to be the best year ever. I wanted to show y'all just a few other things that I got from Paper Craft Pantry as well. So I think because I'm going to on the daily pages be like drawing that line, I actually don't have a ruler. So I just got this cute little ruler for that. And then I got these two cute acrylic clips just to keep it open when I'm writing. I've been seeing a lot of people using like clips, and they had these, so I was like, okay, perfect, done. I'm influenced. I'm so easily influenced. And then potentially the most exciting purchase that I got my first like fountain pen, one where you load up the ink and all of that. So I was writing with this and I was like, this will change my life. This is going to make me accomplish every single thing. Like, this pen holds superpowers. I can just feel it. So look, y'all, how fun is that? So we loaded up the ink at the shop. The girl was so helpful and so kind. I really love just like this entire pen. Honestly, it's just like a really satisfying, like chunky size. I love the color. And then I also ended up just getting some extra ink just in case. She said it should last for a long time, but yeah, we're gonna do some big things with these pens. Lastly, this journal, I actually picked it up when we were in Japan, and I've been seeing a lot of people do junk journaling, and I was like waiting. I was like, I need to figure out the right journal. I need to get all these supplies. I'm gonna wait till January 1st. And then I was like, okay, that's silly, because one, you have a lot of really great journals already, and two, I already had been like collecting things that I wasn't quite like, I didn't want to get rid of them. I've always been a collector. Dom and I even like just have a little box with like things from our entire year together. So I feel like it'll be hard to maybe distinguish what's going to go in the journal and what will go in those boxes. But basically, this is my own version of junk journaling. I'm probably not going to be as artsy with it as some people that I see on TikTok. Truly, people are so creative with it, but I really just love memory collecting and memory keeping. So like I said, I've already done like I've done one page, but I had this from the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party in October, and like, you know, cut the bracelet. I had some photos, and then this was like the trick or treat bag that we had. And then the other one was just kind of silly, but we DoorDashed local foods, which is my absolute favorite sandwich. And so I just used the like bag that it came in and kind of like doodled on the sheet. So yeah, that's what I have. That is what I have for my 3 journals for this year. I truly, if you cannot tell, and if I haven't said enough, I am so excited. I think this is gonna be so fun. It really like foreshadowing for 2025. I really just need and want to slow the heck down and also really lean into being more creative and crafting and hobbies. And yeah, I'm really excited about all of these. For this next portion, I am going to try and set up my Notion dashboard with y'all. Like I mentioned, I've been using it for the past 2 years. I feel like it's just a space where I document a lot of things that don't really like belong in any other place. So it really is just like a second brain, like any type of travel information that I need to know, any like restaurants that I saw in Austin when we were driving by or online that I want to remember, I document it. I keep track of all my content ideas, partnerships, all that are in Notion. So I use a template from Jules Acree. I love it. I've definitely seen others out there that I really like and enjoy and feel like I would enjoy using, but I'm like, I already bought this one, so I really don't need to go and buy another one, especially because I know this works for me. So it's not necessarily the most like aesthetic Notion template that I've seen anyone use, but like I said, I really love it. It works for me, and it really just serves as like an organized brain dump kind of space. So highly recommend using it and checking it out if you've never used Notion. But I think for this next part, I'm just going to screen record my Notion so y'all can kind of see what I'm doing, and I will likely be looking at my screen during this. So this right here is just what my 2024 Notion looked like, just a lot of like different things. I'm trying to make sure there's nothing on there that I need to hide or keep it private. But yeah, like I said, I could definitely clean it up. Like obviously like playlist, I don't use that section. I never have. I've never linked to Spotify there. Have never used the marriage page. I meant to document my 2024 favorites more, and I definitely never did that. You can see in here, just kept track of like a bunch of different travel not recommendations, different travel information. Like I mentioned, important. I think it's just a lot of important things that I do not need to share. Content ideas, all my partnerships, the freelance that I do in here. This I do not need. We never did anything with this, and I have absolutely no idea what that is. So yeah, and then wish list. I personally love keeping track of all the things that I've seen online and want. It has really helped me. Not that I've ever been an impulse shopper, but I think sometimes I used to like see something and then I would like buy it right away. So it definitely could be way more organized, but this is basically just a list of things that I've seen throughout the year. Honestly, I've like forgotten about most of these, which means I really didn't want or need it. So I have that. Hiba Hub for our recipes that I see and want to remember, and then we plan it all in the meals this week. So again, I'm sure it could be way more organized, but that's probably one of my most visited pages, as is my reading page as well. So this year I started to keep track of all the books that I saw. I'll screenshot it online, either at a bookstore, whatever, kept it all up here. In this tab, then any upcoming releases that I wanted to be paying attention to. And these are all the books I've finished, which is crazy. That is not the full list. Yeah, so many books. Like I said, a list of things in Austin, and then I have a Nintendo Switch, and just keep track of any games I look that I would want. Never did monthly. I think we did like one monthly money meeting. Kept track of jobs when I was looking for jobs. So yeah, and then down here is just where I plan out my content. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I just went and duplicated the template that I bought from Jules a couple years ago. So yeah, let's go ahead and start 2025. So crazy. So what I like about Jules is that, and her template is that she's just got like a lot of it already set up. So this right here is like the kind of hub for all of the goals. I really did not utilize this last year at all, I feel like. And I really want to be better about that. I really want to be better about like, you know, kind of following the progress of my goals and view them quarterly and kind of set like the overall big goal, but then just make sure I am doing smaller goals every single month, every single quarter. So I think I'm really going to use this. Honestly, there's really not too much to go in and customize right now since I don't have any goals. Well, I do have some goals, but yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and like, you know, kind of clear out some of her sections. So I am going to go ahead actually and add in my own categories for goals. I don't do any professional goals. Maybe I should. That's kind of just like personal, but always create financial goals, always do, yeah, personal. I always do like health goals. Really, I just wanted to kind of set up the template and show y'all how I use it. So I'm going to move this down here to dashboards. Technically they are all dashboards, but I kind of just like to put the main little hubs right there. I don't need that. Honestly, hers is way more aesthetic than mine is. Like I said, I'm just like, it's worked for me for the past few years, so there's no need to redo it and try and make it anything fancy. Honestly, I have never used this weekly planning. Obviously, I just showed y'all I'm a really big paper like planner, so I actually think I'm just going to delete this, and it's easy enough to go back and add anything if I want it. Master to-do list. I have also never used this. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna keep the master to-do list just because I'm not sure if just when we move, depending on where we move, might be able to do more of like kind of regular like resets, and I think I would want something on here that we could just check and uncheck. If there's like a long running to-do list of stuff, I would want to keep it. So I'm gonna keep that for now, and then I'm just gonna move it to the dashboard section. She's included a lot of these different things. I'm gonna be honest though, I don't use them, so we're gonna delete that. I don't use the habit tracker. I don't do, well, yeah, I just like don't use these, so delete those. I do think I will keep this. We will keep that. Usually under dashboards are these ones that I'm like, this would be good to have and good to use, but really I only mostly use the yearly one, but I think I would like to start utilizing them more. I am gonna keep this as well, and I'm gonna delete her video. So this is I'm gonna keep this life admin trigger list. I will go through and personalize it. However, I think that'll come later in the year, just again when we move and are able to like get out of the space and honestly hopefully into a house. I feel like this will be really helpful, so I'm gonna keep it just solely for that purpose, but I'm not gonna change it just because I don't really know what our situation will be. This is like a significant other hub, and yeah, I just don't see myself using any of that. Basically, that's what I use her kind of template for, and then I basically just go in and add my own pages. So I've already started a partnerships kind of hub, and I'll need to transfer a lot of stuff over from 2024 just for like payments and everything, but I have some stuff in there just for things I already have, you know, coming down the pipeline. Let's go back to 2024, and like I said, there are some things that I just like have never used, but I will definitely want to create another reading page. So let's go ahead and create the reading page. I know I am going to get comments either here or on Instagram, but no, I'm not on Goodreads. I'm not on Fable. Honestly, I feel very like maxed out with like social media platforms and just like adding stuff to a bunch of other different places. So I'm so sorry. I'm not trying, it's really not that I'm trying to like keep it private or anything like that. It's really that my brain just feels like so maxed out. Soon enough, I will probably spend some time just filling this in. For new releases, I also like I kind of like the same column for all of them. For this one, I like author. And then for this, I just like having more like tags. So for this, I like, no. So for this, I like to, I like to track when I finish it so I can see how many I read each month. I like to see what genre it was. So we're gonna edit that and also make it something that you can tag. So you have the option to like create, select. So there we go. And then I will go in and, like I said, I'll go in and add kind of what you can add. So genre would be like mystery and thriller. It would be, I've got Disney books. It would be romantic comedies. It would just be ones like that. So I will go in and add all of the different genres. But yeah, this is one of the most important pages in my Notion just because I do so much reading. So let's go back to this. I honestly will probably just end up moving these over. Let's see if we, I think let's just move this over to 2025 and see, let's move that right there. I will probably move this over too, actually. Kind of makes it easy to not have to redo it. Games we can move over as well. I just started this hobby page a little bit ago. I really want to start needle pointing, so I was just keeping track of different canvases that I saw. So, you know, I'll probably end up moving that over as well, just because I know, like I said, next year I really want to be a year where I try out a bunch of different hobbies. So it'd be nice just to kind of keep track of all the ones that I'm trying or that I want to try. So yeah, we'll move over recipes eventually, but since we still have another month of this year, I am going to keep that there for now, and we're still actively using it. Same thing with a lot of these. I'm not going to open them up just because it is more of like my work stuff. So I'll probably end up moving all of that. And I've already started a travel page. I need to see what's in that important page. And then I will also probably end up moving over this calendar as well to next year. It worked really well for me just to be able to plan everything out in this calendar in terms of YouTube and Instagram. As you can see right here, I don't have any Instagram planned, but I do have my YouTube videos planned out. So at least we're doing some type of planning. Yeah, hopefully that was helpful. I've obviously never like walked y'all through my Notion before, and I can show like a fair amount of it, but obviously, like I said, there are some tabs that I just want to keep private, so that's why I didn't click into a lot of them. But yeah, I really love Notion. I really feel like if you buy someone else's template, it's a lot easier to figure out versus just like seeing a kind of a blank canvas and being like, what the heck, how do I even customize it? So obviously like hers is very aesthetic and mine really isn't that aesthetic, but again, it works for me. I really just want a place to brain dump and keep track of all of my information. Like there's already been so much with the Ultra in February, like all the reservations and just like random notes and stuff. So I've already just been pouring into that. So yeah, that is my Notion. And then the last thing we're going to do for this video is start to set up my budget or our budget for 2025. Watching budget videos are truly some of my favorite videos to watch on YouTube. I'm not going to say my favorite because I just love a wide variety of videos. Probably like some type of reading videos are my favorite videos to watch, but finance resets, monthly like money chats, all that stuff. Those are some of my very favorite videos to watch. And a part of me is like very intrigued. I think it's just like the safety element of not wanting to share a bunch of our numbers online. Not that it is anything impressive at all, but I think there is just like an amount of safety that I worry about with sharing all that information online. I feel like you know, in the spirit of transparency, I like want to share, especially as I'm really getting back into freelance. I would love to share those numbers with y'all. Again, they're really nothing to like write home about. Definitely not right now. I hope to get all those numbers up in 2025. But yeah, so I'm gonna go through and kind of start to categorize some stuff. Hopefully it's interesting for y'all. I might put in some specific numbers with y'all, or I might just go through and break down the categories. Let me know if you are interested in more type of money, finance, content. Obviously that is not an area I have ever really dove into before, but it is an area I'm personally really interested in, especially I feel like the past few years. I'm 30, but I feel like starting at like 26, 27, like right before we were about to get married, I really started diving into personal finance podcasts, just subscribing to newsletter, and honestly just learning more. I felt like I really didn't know that much, and I still don't know that much now, but I have definitely made big strides in the knowledge that I have and just like the moves we are making in the past few years. And for that, I am really grateful. Part of me still feels just like really behind and sometimes like annoyed with myself for not seeking out this information earlier, or not realizing like, oh, you had $10,000 just sitting in your checking account from all the years you worked in college in your first year after graduating. Like, why did you let that just sit there? Why didn't you ever invest it? But you don't know what you don't know. But I think it's just stuff like that where I'm like, oh, come on, I wish I'd known. And that's why I think like finance content is really important. And I love just seeing like women being empowered in their finances, especially younger women. I think it's really cool that there's a lot more information out there nowadays. So anyways, all that to say, I'm going to put the screen recording up and we can dive into that. Okay, so I mentioned that I got this template on Etsy a couple years ago, and I basically, there should be an easier way to do it, but I just copy and paste the last year and then kind of start to set it up. So you can see here, yeah, the last time I had that in. So budget year is 2025, not 2023. And yeah, these are basically just the different categories that I kind of want to go through and fix up a little bit, make sure the expenses and bills are all up to date with everything. So yeah, I don't really like change anything about the savings and investments, but I've really enjoyed this budget. I definitely want to get better about budgeting next year. I think I've mentioned this before, but I feel like sometimes I just use it more as a money tracker versus a budget. But I've recently just been watching so many videos of watching them budget, and I feel like it would probably provide a lot of value to us. I know, I don't know, I feel like how I feel about budgeting in general just depends on the day, but I know overall, especially once we do get a house and all that, it's just gonna be really important to budget out specific things. So yeah, let's just dive right into this. So this is kind of just like a page right at the beginning to set it all up, and then it'll appear in all the other months. So I'll just wanna make sure it like appears and is synced and aligned and all that. So groceries, yep. Eating out, transportation, yep. Dom business, I'm actually going to take out since he is transitioning out of that. Shopping, fun, yep. Let's just move those up. Pet, we've never used because we never had a pet. However, we might get one in 2025. Health, gifts, miscellaneous, travel, Molly business, coffee. Great. Let's just go ahead and put house just to be safe, and I don't think I can add an emoji right now because I'm recording, but yeah, just gonna go ahead and put house just in case. It is just to, if you can't tell, it is something that we are looking at and taking steps toward. I have literally moved every single year since leaving my parents' house and going to college when I was 18, and I am now 30. So I have moved once a year for the past 12 years, and honestly I am just so tired of it, and I'm ready to plant some roots. And if the numbers are right, then we would love to buy a house, and if not, we would probably rent a house. So that's something big for 2025. I honestly feel like it will drastically change my mood. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. But yeah, we're just gonna add that there. I'm not sure. Okay, cool. So you can see here that we've already got all the numbers that change. Yay. Okay. And then for bills, rent, yeah, internet, mobile, gym. I really hope we don't have to start paying for a gym, but anyways, I'll keep that there for now. Netflix, Spotify, healthcare insurance, yep, life insurance, electricity and water, dental, car insurance, nails. I do not get my nails done anymore. That added up way too fast. Renter's insurance. Yes, don't have Audible, don't have Writer Duet. swear to God, if I'm still doing laser hair removal next year, my gosh, that has been a way longer process than I was expecting. I ended up just adding it to bills because I knew it was coming every 6 weeks or whatever. That has been a year-long process. I'm gonna take it out because it should only be 1 or 2 more times next year. It doesn't need to be permanently in there. I don't think Dom has this anymore, and we can take that out. I thought it would be fun just to kind of go through some of the expenses and bills together. Like I said, we have our lease until the end of March, so that is what we pay for rent right now, which I feel like is extremely affordable for being Austin. We just obviously compromise a lot on the size, and it is driving me insane, but I am thankful for the extra money we're able to save each month. So we've got $1,400 in rent. Our internet, I would have to go back and check our other budget, but I'm just gonna kind of loosely put all this in just to get an idea of where we're at. I believe our Netflix, let's round up, is 17, Spotify is 13. For our mobiles together, I think we're a little over 200, so let's say 210, it's so expensive. For our internet, it's usually about 75 each month, nothing crazy. We don't spend anything on a gym. Healthcare insurance is about $228 right now. Life insurance will round up, it's like $11 a month. Electricity and water, it varies, but sometimes it's like very expensive. So I'm just put $120 on the high end. Car insurance, we should be better about putting money away monthly because we only pay it twice a year, but we don't do that. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave that blank. And then renters insurance, we'll just put at 25, which I just got an email about our renters insurance. I need to check on that. So yeah, those are our set bills and subscriptions. Now let's go through and look at the expenses. I'm gonna put a very high number for groceries. Honestly, that's the category we by far spend the most in, but especially as I'm training for this race, I'm just hungry. So I need a lot of groceries. We both eat a lot, we're both active. So honestly, I feel like it's really successful if we get groceries under $200 each week. So I'm gonna put 800 just to be on the generous side. Eating out, I'll probably put like 200. We love to eat, we love to go out to eat. Transportation, let's just say 200. That is really just like gas, and then if anything pops up with our car, we really don't usually spend that much. But I'm trying to think, in January, we, depending on how long we'll stay in Fort Worth, we'll be, you know, kind of coming back from Dallas. Might be driving to a couple other places to like long runs and whatnot. Shopping, oh my gosh, we do not need to be doing any shopping because we'll just have the holidays. So let's do 100. Fun is really what I consider like movies, if we go see a show or something like that. So I'll do 125, nothing for a pet. Health is really just like supplements, any doctor's appointments. So this is usually actually a high one too because we both take supplements and all that. So I will say 350. Gifts, we shouldn't need to be, well, there are a couple birthdays in my family, so let's say 65. Miscellaneous is just, yeah, random miscellaneous, like random toiletries or running to like CVS for something. So we'll do 125 for that. Travel, I don't think we'll need to spend anything on travel in January. Most things that we have for trips booked in February, we already have like booked and paid for. My business is usually around 200 or 300, so we'll do 300. Coffee, we've really cut back, so let's just say 50, and house is questionable, TBD on that. So yeah, that's kind of what we are looking at for the budget. Okay, that was actually really fun to show that to y'all and kind of just think through all of that. I feel like the real challenge is, you know, actually sticking to it, and obviously things like pop up and all of that, but that was really fun. So again, let me know if you're interested in any type of money content. Like I said, it's just something I'm super interested in. I feel like there's an element that's like aspirational depending on who you follow and watch. I love following Ella, Smiley Citrus is her name, and she and her husband are around the same age that me and my husband are. They make a great income. They're double income, no kids, and so it's just really like aspirational watching her do those. And then I also think on another element, sometimes it's really relatable too, being like, oh, okay, cool, like y'all also only saved $500 this month. Great, cool, love that. So yeah, I don't ever want to be, I don't think, completely transparent with like what I'm making or what we're saving on here, truly just for the element of safety. But if just like watching me do to the budget every single month is helpful or interesting, or yeah, just something y'all would be intrigued to see, definitely let me know in a comment below, because I feel like that could be content that I would really enjoy making and including in a part of my monthly resets. But I'm going to end the budget segment here, and I think I'm gonna wrap up this video now. I'm feeling so excited for 2025. If you can't tell, I genuinely think it is going to be such a great year. There were just a lot of unexpected things that happened this year that I feel like really kind of derailed me and took me off the course. I don't even want to go back and watch my video at the beginning of the year when I was talking about goals and stuff, because I know I just like didn't hit them, and I know I was also so hyped at the beginning of last year. But I really feel like 2025 could be such a magical year, and I'm so excited about all my journals that I have. I'm excited to, you know, have a new fresh Notion board and all of that. But I hope this was fun for you. I hope this was, yeah, exciting for you to watch. And no matter where you're at with your goal planning, you're setting, you're dreaming about 2025, maybe 2025 you already know is going to be a really hard year, maybe you're unsure, maybe you're scared, whatever is going on, I hope this video was just helpful, encouraging, and relatable for you. As always, every single year brings its own challenges and struggles, but I'm just really excited to just get to share this journey with y'all. So I just so appreciate y'all watching, and I can't wait to see you next time.